Hello, today I'm here with Julie Hall. She's a member of the Digital Product Empire. It's been a pleasure for me to help her during these 3 months. She has been creating exciting things, and she is now here to share it with us and to explain us her experience. So welcome, Julie. Thank you for doing this.
Hi, Claudia. I am thrilled to be here.
Yay. Feel free to introduce yourself, your business, and tell us why you decided to start with digital products.
Okay, so I wear many hats and do lots of things and kind of always have, but typically most of my work has been in the marketing space. I'm a trainer. I was going to say teacher, but I'm a trainer, and I teach both small business owners and also people in large corporates, digital marketing skills, social media skills. And I also run a digital leadership program. And then I have my own programs for small business owners, teaching content planning, SEO, etc. And I used to have a web design agency from about 2001 until 2012. And but I was effectively a freelancer, but I would outsource different bits and pieces to other people. And I also ran a really large women's business community, which was about 20,000 people, and which I closed down in 2016. So now I just kind of do lots of different bits and pieces. I spend probably 50% of my time training, and yeah, that's me.
That's awesome.
So why did I take the digital products empire? So I took it because I was feeling, bored is the wrong word, but I was just feeling like I needed something new. I was really missing a creative element because I used to build websites, which was a creative outlet for me. And I actually really enjoy the process. I decided this year, my kind of word of the year is creativity, which was really perfect. And I also decided I was going to try and have some fun with my creativity, but I had no idea what that looked like. And then Claudia's program popped up in my feed. We're actually in the same group together, mastermind group together, but I saw her program and I thought, this looks really interesting. And after looking at it for a couple of days, I just decided to go for it. And to be honest, I'm so glad I did. I have loved it. It has changed my life. I'm doing things that I just could never have imagined. And it's been absolutely brilliant.
That's so great to hear. And I've been seeing everything you have created. And I was thinking just before starting chatting with you that you are like the perfect example of how a creative mind works, because you started thinking, okay, I'm going to do these products and I'm going to go this road. And then in the middle, you completely changed it because you found something that amazed you. And we were chatting about this and I told you, follow your instincts. It doesn't matter you already started the other way around. If now you are excited about this, now it's the moment to test it. And I don't know, it's great how it has evolved. And I think it's great if you can explain it to everyone, what you started with, how you ended it with.
Brilliant. Yes. So earlier this year, I had started doing a Canva template for lead magnets because I was creating my own lead magnets and I was looking at some of the templates that were out there. And I thought, actually, I can give this a go. It feels like fun. So I created my own lead magnet Canva template, which was, I think, 64 pages or something. And so when this program came up, I thought, well, that's great. I can create Canva templates, which I can sell on Etsy. Claudia can teach me all about how to do it. And having this program will give me the accountability to get it done. And so I got started, and I started out by creating some brand boards, which are just boards which you can put in different fonts and your logo, and kind of gives you a cohesive view of what your brand looks like, what patterns you're going to use, what colors you're going to use, what type of photos you're going to use. And that was fun. And then I really don't know how I kind of made the leap, but as I was going through, I think what I was going to do was create like a Canva template that people could buy and print out for themselves. And when I was doing that, I just stumbled on the world of KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. And it's sort of one of those, it's a weird space. I'm going to be completely honest. There were lots of people in there that just spam the hell out of Amazon, that create lots of crap and upload it. But there are also some people out there that are doing some really amazing things. And I sort of went down this rabbit hole of watching how people were creating and publishing their own low content books. So a low content book is a book that doesn't have much text in it. It's not an authored book that you might write. It's a book that has maybe worksheets and things you can fill out, and you can write in it, and you can do all this, you basically create a workbook which you get printed on Amazon. And the magic of it is that you don't have to hold on to any stock. So you put it up on Amazon, you promote it, people buy it, and you make a royalty. And I think Amazon takes 40% of the royalty plus the printing costs, and then you decide the price, so you get the commission on top, you get a royalty fee on top. So when I discovered this, I was kind of like, I just blown away by some of the things that I was seeing that people were creating, and if I'm honest, the money that they were making. But I have since discovered that there is definitely a seedy underbelly to this world. So I now I'm kind of doing my own thing, and I've created some of my own KDP books, which I'm promoting to my list, but also to my friends and stuff on Facebook. I've created a printing brand, which is called Paper and Bird. And I am just literally getting started. So I've created a couple of gratitude journals. I've created some notebooks. My next project is translating my social media planner into a printed book that people can buy on Amazon. I have just uploaded my first children's book, which is super exciting. Can't show it to you yet because I don't have a print copy, but fingers crossed that'll get approved in the next few days, and then I'll have a copy of that as well. So shall I show you a couple of my books?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so the first thing I did, and what people recommend when you go down the KDP route, is that you create notebooks, because they are really simple. They've got a simple interior, and then you create a cover that you think people are going to like, in a size that you think people are going to buy, and then you create your notebook. So this is my first notebook. And if I just show you, so in the inside, you can see literally it's just lines. What I did find, because you could actually buy templates that people have done this already, where they've actually done the line templates. But when I'm writing in a notebook, I like it when it doesn't have a line all the way straight up into the center. I don't know why, just is more aesthetically pleasing for me. So I created a bunch of these for the whole alphabet.
And they look so
uploaded
cool.
them.
Every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I love them.
And I love them too. Every time that they've got a matte cover, they feel amazing. They're so pretty. They're such lovely stationery. Now, so Amazon, so these are uploaded on Amazon, and then people can buy them. But also the amazing thing is that you can buy author copies just for the cost of printing. So when you get, say, 10 books, you can get 10 of your own books for like £20.
Wow.
Which is probably about 22 euros.
Yeah.
And you can then sell them. So my plan is to sell these in craft fairs, right? So I'm going to choose the most popular names and then take orders for people that that, you know, whose books who I don't have, and then I'm going to sell these. So those are my notebooks. Then once you do that, then I graduated onto a slightly more sophisticated product. So this is my gratitude journal, and instead of just having lines, I've now got, what I've done is I did like a little introduction, and then I've got some gratitude prompts. And then I've got my weekly spread, so people can write what they're grateful for on the left side. And then there's a weekly affirmations and such. And then so I've got 4 weeks of those. And then I have like a longer one where people can do some reflection and also have thrown in some inspirational quotes. So this I love. This actually is my bestseller so far, but I've also done a kind of younger styly version, a boho version, which is identical on the inside, but just has a different cover. And then the last thing I've created, which is a really bit random, don't know why I've done it, but I have, so there we go, is a period tracker. So this is my period tracker. And then, so you've got the monthly, what are you feeling each month? This is for 2 years. And then you can also just write down any thoughts, mood, energy for each day of the month to just help you track how your period is affecting you. So those are my books, which are amazing, but it doesn't stop there, Claudia. So the next thing for me to do, which I haven't done yet, is to translate these into A4 and 8x11 sheets, which I'm going to upload to Etsy that people can download. So if they don't want the book, they can download the sheets. So that will also be a route to market for me. And then the last thing I've been doing is starting to develop a kind of my kids space, if you like, where I am creating kids products using graphics and images. Now, the thing that I would just say about all this is I'm not a taught designer, I'm all self-taught. But the graphics, all the graphics and the images I've used both in my kids' book and in these trackers, like I've got little graphics, little images like that. I've bought on public sites. So I don't actually know how to use Illustrator, or you were talking about Affinity Designer. I don't know how to use any of those tools to create images. But there are lovely people out in the world who are selling their beautiful images, which is also what Claudia teaches, that you can use in your own products. And it's just, honestly, this is my retirement plan. It has changed my life. And I have had so much fun putting these all together.
Yeah, and it's been amazing seeing you every week saying, I've created this, and then the next week I have it physically, because most of the time what I teach, everywhere, I always say I only talk about digital products because they bring passive income. So I only want things that you create once, and then later you don't have to work for each one of the orders. But all the print on demand world, and now the KDP world, and all this world in which you create something digital, but it becomes a physical product, I haven't explored it that much. And it's been amazing seeing you having something physical that at the same time it's digital and passive income. So it's a whole new world for me to explore too. And I feel like I've been learning from you at the same time as teaching and helping you. So that's awesome. And also, I don't want to forget to tell everyone that you already started getting sales, which it's also not something that happens that quickly into everybody. So it's a very important thing to know that she has been successful because her designs are amazing and she chose the right platform and she did well the marketing and everything. But it's not the usual thing to happen. Sometimes you upload the design. I don't know, the period tracker, have you sold it?
I haven't sold it, but to be fair, I've not really promoted it yet.
But maybe in 1 year, it becomes your bestseller. So you never know. That's the beauty of passive income and digital products. You first create them, you love them during the creation phase, you put them
Yes.
there and you forget about them. And one day something comes, somebody found it, buys it, and you're like, whoa, that's awesome, because I don't have to do anything about that product anymore.
Exactly. And the thing I really love, like I teach courses on how to create courses and market yourself and sell your products and services, etc. But the beauty of this is that you are leveraging other people's marketplaces. So leveraging Amazon. And you can buy this book in Australia, Canada, the States, the UK, Germany, France, Italy, like it's crazy, right? And the so you're leveraging the fact that an audience is already going to that platform. And then once you learn how to promote it and use the right keywords, and you teach a little bit of SEO, like Etsy SEO. So understanding how keywords work and search engine optimization really makes a big difference, because that's how your stuff gets chosen. And gets selected by the platform to be on the first page or the second page, ideally the first page, but it takes a while. And it also takes a while for you to get your followers and things like that. So, but once it's created, like it truly is passive.
It
The
is.
courses are not passive, right? You know this. There's nothing passive about creating a course and marketing a course. But when you create physical products and you start to establish yourself as a brand, which, this for me is a 2-year plan, right? Like I'm giving it a proper good run, and I fully expect that I will be earning a regular income from these items, things that I'm creating now, in 2, 3, 4 years time.
Yeah.
And that's magic. Like that's truly magic.
It is. It is. And also, I mean, coming back to the marketing and all of that being passive and marketing or leveraging these platforms, I think it's key to focus on that part, because, well, you went beyond, and I want you to show us what you did with your new brand, your new website, but that's not the regular path or the one I recommend to everybody. I only recommend it to people like you, because you are a marketing expert, because you know how to create websites very quickly, and because you really teach this. So you need to do this also for yourself, because that's the road you believe in. But at the same time, you leveraged Amazon and you used their platform. And this is what I try to do with all my products. Any digital product I create, I think first, okay, which platforms have the right audience and they already get lots of traffic and they sell these. So where can I sell these the easiest way possible without having to create it from scratch, creating an audience, creating a social media profile, and creating the whole brand, the whole website? Where can I go? And you are using Amazon, and at the same time, you are building your website. So you are mixing them both, and this is gonna go great for you, I'm so sure. Now,
Thank
I
you.
will stop.
I've literally just signed up for my Pinterest, set up my Pinterest account today. So I'm going to try and use that a lot for marketing my stuff. I've got Instagram and Facebook, so I've got all the things set up, but I've not really kind of put anything out there yet. But shall I show you my website?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I will
So,
stop talking and leave you show the beauty.
So this is my website. Now, I am a web designer by trade. Like it's been it's my history, and I have kept up, and I do love building websites. I find it quite easy. But in saying all that, this website took me probably about a day to put together. I use Divi, which is a building tool, and they had an author's template already. So
Okay.
I literally just customized it to suit my style and my brand, what I wanted to create. Is it, you know, if I had lots of time and money and energy, would I do more on it? Absolutely. But in saying all that, I really wanted to get something out quickly so I could start talking about what I've been creating. So this is my homepage. So I've got a picture of me, and this was a virtual photo shoot I did earlier. Then I've got my different books here where you can go and have a look at the different books. I'm gonna, as I develop this further, like I'm gonna look at potentially creating a Zazzle account, which you and I were actually just talking about yesterday, where you can actually get some of these styles on different products. So I've just put this in and then created a little flip book video, which you can see. And then people can buy the books just by clicking on the link, and it will take you to your local Amazon account. And she says, is it really slow? Take it to your local Amazon account. But I've since discovered, so I set these up as affiliate links on the basis that I could also make a little bit of money from an affiliate sale. However, there is a universal Amazon link thing that you can get, which I think I'm going to change all these to that, because this is, as you can see, super slow to actually get it to go to the items. But so yeah, so this is it. The other thing that happened, I put in that I would create custom workbooks, and I've had 3 people reach out to me to discuss whether or not I can create a book for them, for their brand, because this is, you know, it's one thing to do things like this, but I think for a business owner, creating a workbook that gives people the chance to try out your ideas and think about what you talk about as a published book without having to do all the writing. Like, you know, just, I don't know if I'm alone here, but I find the idea of writing a book really daunting, but I can create something like this, and it's, you know, what did this take me? I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, maybe a little bit longer, mainly because I spend a lot of time tweaking the alignments on stuff, but that's, oh, there we go. It didn't work. Anyway, so yeah, so it's this, you know, there's just so much potential in creating something like this, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And it's what you were saying, just because you put it out there and you started telling your people around you, you didn't even publicly promote it. You just, I saw you publishing it on small Facebook groups, and just by doing that, you got new opportunities. And this is also something I mention in all my trainings and in all, you know, my calls, when people are stuck with, oh, but I'm only earning cents of a dollars, or, you know, or I'm not making any sales. Well, the opportunities that come because you're doing this, you cannot even imagine them. You know, many crazy things have happened to me, and it's because I put my work out there. So this is proof
Yeah.
that it happens.
It's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant. And I'm so grateful, Claudia, that I found your course, because I know I never would have done this without your course. I wouldn't, just that whole thinking process, learning process, that door wouldn't even have opened for me.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, no, so thank you.
I'm glad I was there to help you. And it's basically why I created the Digital Product Empire, to be able to give the support that I know many of us need when we are overthinking things, because we get that idea, but we think, oh no, I'm not going to be successful, or where should I start? I don't have time, right? This is something I wanted to mention. You did this while you were super busy, and you managed to create all of that. I am so proud of you. Tell everyone, please, everything you were doing. I can't believe you.
I was doing a lot. So I was pretty much training 3 or 4 days a week. And the days I wasn't training, I was creating training for programs that I was running for other people. So it was a really busy time. But you said to me, just do a little bit every week. Like, what can you commit to every week? And I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make that commitment. And even if it's an hour, what can you do in an hour? Right. And so it was enough, because also it's like exercising, isn't it? When you do a little bit, you do 5 minutes, you kind of have to do 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's a bit like that with this. So I would, if I did an hour, I might go to 2 hours or 2.5 hours, or I might start playing in the evening, So I found the time. I did find the time, but it didn't feel like work. It felt like fun.
Exactly.
So it's just that kind of tapping into the creative gene, I think.
Yeah.
And there's been few things in my life, like I've done a lot of things and I've accomplished a lot of things, but there is nothing more magical, I don't think, than holding something like this that you've created in your hand. There's also the kind of, when you go into I go into my reports on Amazon and I see a sales come through and I'm like, that person doesn't know me, like, they've bought my product and they don't know me. And, I don't make a lot. What do I make? £2, £2.50 off each sale. But I've made 30 pounds so far. £30, which means I've probably sold £100 worth of books,
Yeah, it's amazing what we were saying. Amazon has so many clients and so many customers, and people are looking for these things there. So we should put ourselves there and offer our products.
Yeah. If it's okay, Claudia, I'd just like to say I'm going to be doing a training, which will kind of just run through the process I've gone through. There are lots of people out there that teach KDP and how it all works, but I'm coming at it from a very specific perspective, which is, how do you create a really high quality book and upload it to Amazon? And just really, because and then you can start marketing it, and that's going to be coming in September.
I'll be there, I'm sure, because I have so many digital planners and things that I want to see on physical books like yours.
Right.
So I can't wait to learn the insights of Amazon.
Yeah. And I'll be showing how to do it in Canva, which is the tool that I use. So it's, like, you're a proper designer, Claudia.
Saying that, but no, you are a graphic designer. You just use new tools that I don't know how to use. You are the modern designer. I'm the old-fashioned one.
So I'll also just kind of show you how I put together my books in Canva, and there are other tools that you can use as well, which are quite sort of well-known tools. So I'll kind of just give people some hints and tips on that too.
Amazing. When you have the link, just give it to me and I'll add it on the description. And for everyone, I will also add all Julie's links so you can check it. You can purchase her notebooks, journals, everything. And well, I think that's all. Thank you so much, Julie, for being here. Thank you for explaining all of these. I'm surprised with everything you have done. I'm so proud of you. And I think you are a great example of what I wanted to do with the digital product empire.
Yeah, well, it's so interesting, isn't it? Because, we started very much in that digital space, but this is just an extension of that.
Exactly.
Like, it's still passive. It's just using a different platform. So, yeah. So thank you, Claudia. Genuinely, it's changed my life.
That's so beautiful. Okay, everyone, I'll see you